Alright guys, so today we're gonna roll these awesome beeswax candles, and I'm gonna open them, show you the box, show you what they look like, and then we're gonna roll them together and we're gonna talk about why I like to celebrate the seasonal changes. We're coming up on Groundhog's Day, which also has a pagan version of a holiday and a Christian version of that holiday. The pagan version is called Imbolc, and they would, I forget, it means like lamb is full or sheep is full, and it's basically talking about when it's about to be lambing season in the spring in like Ireland and places like that, and they were looking forward to it. And the Christian version is Candlemas, and they were celebrating Jesus and the church. And usually I feel like the Christians were just trying to cover up the pagan holiday with their holiday. But it's cool because the Christians call it Candlemas. So I like it that I'm doing candles today. So basically that is a cross quarter of the sections of the seasons. So we have when the seasons change to spring, summer, fall, and winter, and then this is a quarter section of that in between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So we're halfway to the spring equinox here on Groundhog's Day, which you could also call Imbolc or Candlemas. And it's important. It's an important change. We're getting ready to start getting the spring-like weather, hopefully, and all that good stuff. So I like to focus on it, and I'm doing that today by rolling these candles and being intentional and thinking about why I like to celebrate the seasons. You see me talk about it a lot here on my channel, and we're going to be starting in the garden season. It's going to get crazy. Alright y'all, so here's how the candle's burning, and look and see the top down version here. It's so cute. I can't really smell anything yet, but here is how I rolled these candles. So, got the roll here, little edge. Take this guy, I'm going to measure him out, leave about a ½ inch at the top. Hold it over tight around that wick. The tighter the roll, the better the burn. I read somewhere about beeswax being like really good for burning in the air inside, better than other candle things. So just toss this edge a little on there. And give it a roll. So I want to talk today about, there's 5 reasons really I have that it's important to consider the seasons in your daily life. The first one, connecting with nature. I am a nature girl. I like being outside. I like being with my family outside, like teaching my kids about it. And celebrating the change in the seasons lets us stay connected with the natural world. And it gives us an awareness of those patterns in nature and helps give us a sense of harmony and balance with the environment. All right. Look at that cutie. I love it. It kind of reminds me of like a roll of dynamite. I'll cut it a little bit shorter before I light it. The second reason here is the cultural traditions and festivities. Many cultures around the world have rich traditions and festivals that are associated with seasonal changes, and they give us good, deep historical and cultural roots to each other, and they help give a sense of identity and community to people. So when we participate in seasonal customs, it can strengthen those ties to our community. A lot of times we think about like with Christmas and Thanksgiving and how we celebrate those holidays, and we can do that same connection and holiday and happy time when we talk about the seasons. I think it's important. It doesn't just have to be celebrating a regular holiday. It can be celebrating spring is coming and I can garden. And that brings me to the well-being and mental health. A lot of people have a hard time in the winter because it's very monotonous and it's dark and it's boring and we're inside and we're grumpy and we're sick. And celebrating the seasonal changes can help give us a positive mindset to look forward to when it will be summer and we can be outside and we can be in the garden That's not the reason I like to do fun things like this, because it connects me with nature, with those beeswax candles and the essential oils and the light when it's dark out. So that's really good. It helps make us be positive when it's a low point in the season. The next reason is for agricultural and seasonal eating. So agriculture, like gardens and farms, we need to know when to harvest things, when to plant things, when to start seeds, and paying attention to the seasons and when the weather changes is crucial to that. It's also crucial to know when things are in season to eat. Like my husband made tomato, basil, mozzarella little sliders the other day, and they were so delicious, and it tasted like summer to me, because tomatoes and basil are a summertime thing. We have access in the modern day to them in any grocery store because they can be grown and shipped to us, but they tend to not be around normally. And I also have basil growing in my hydroponic setup, so hopefully I'll be having some summertime tastes in maybe February and March when I wouldn't be getting them yet. So that's exciting. But also when we talk about those agricultural and seasonal times, is talking about the abundance of that fresh, locally grown produce that we have in the summer, and to be thankful for it then and appreciative of it and the harvest times, and to support the local economy by supporting those local farmers. So that's really important. The next and last one is talking about marking time and milestones. So as those seasons pass, we can mark that the time has passed, that we made it through another winter, that we made it through another year. A lot of people like to celebrate those changes and reflect on goal setting and things in the new year, but it's kind of hard. It's the middle of winter. It's so dreary outside for there, but it's hard to want to start new and fresh and go on in the dead of winter, but it's easier to do it when the spring equinox hits. So it's fun. The same for fall, when the fall equinox hits and we're doing all the harvesting, or the summer or the winter solstice. That's when the days start getting longer again. It's fun to celebrate that when you're just tired of it being so dark and cold. You just whip out that light and you're like, yes sir, I am ready for the season to change. But there are my candles that I made. So cute. And in this pack it has, how many does it have? 10 beeswax sheets. So I can make 10 candles in this pack. Today I just made 4. And I love them, and I'm going to save the rest for another time. Burn these for Candlemas. Watching, guys. I will link these beeswax sheets to Amazon in my description, and I hope this inspires you to focus on the seasons in your house and what you do in your life with intentional care. So, cheers to Groundhog's Day. Ooh, dripping beeswax. Thanks, guys. Subscribe. Like it. Love y'all.